it's your boy Tamara, and I'm here today with
Kaja.
and we're here today to talk about what we go through in life and all the other stuff. So, you know, she gonna ask me questions, I'm gonna ask her questions and all the other stuff. So
Is college what people make it seem? Is it fun?
I mean, if you one of the ones that like to go out and parties, you know, hang out with a lot of friends, go out, you got different restaurants, different spots you could go to and all the other stuff. But if you're a person that like to stay in the house, or you got too much homework and all the other stuff to do, then you can make some type of fun out of it or whatever. You can have your fun by yourself. You know you ain't getting in trouble. So it's like, once you get to college, man, basically all that partying, you got people that's gonna party and all that other stuff. But what I do is I make sure I have my work done first. Once my work done, then I'm out doing what I want to do. Like I could hate talking like this around you or whatever, but
I'm 18. Get over that. Get over that.
You're still my little sister, so. But anyways, yeah. I could chill with the girls and all the other stuff, whatever. Or
So you did that before?
Did what?
What you just said.
Of course I did.
So you've been out?
Yes, I have.
Have they had any parties?
Yes, I've been to quite a few parties over there. I don't really go to a lot over there because I don't trust Miami like that. Because it's like, you got to think about it. When you're going somewhere, you don't know too many people, that's going to be like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What else?
That sound kind of fun though. But I'm that type of person. I like to have my work done.
Yeah.
Some people say like, some people would call you lame, but I don't really care because I like my education comes first.
Honestly, if they calling you lame and all that other stuff, sometimes they'll be the ones that don't really do nothing. They failing and all that other stuff. So, you gotta, like I said, you're gonna have to take care of yourself first before you start, volunteering your time to other people. Like you said, make sure your work done. You can take advantage of tutoring. They got study hall. They got all that stuff. Like, you got all the help you need. It's gonna be some classes where you ain't gonna want to take and all the other stuff, but it's due because of your major or whatever, and it's gonna be hard on you. It's gonna get overwhelming and all the other stuff, but you just gonna have to, know how to fight through it.
That's the thing though. High school already like that.
Yeah.
To me,
high school ain't doing nothing but preparing you for college though. Like okay, for example, English. You taking English in high school right now. I'm pretty sure if you weren't taking the college course in high school, you're gonna have to take it in college.
Yeah.
So the little dual enrollment program in high school and all the other stuff, you ain't taking that right now. You most definitely gonna have to take that in college. Yeah. So that's one of the little crazy requirements that you got to take before your major declares, and your major ain't declared until after your sophomore year. So whatever you want to go to college for, you going the classes that you really want to take, you won't be able to after your not junior year, but sophomore year.
Oh no.
What you want to go to college for though?
Two different things. I'm debating between two different things: nursing and elementary education.
Ooh.
And I know nursing is the hardest thing. You gotta really put your mind to that.
Actually, I'm gonna tell you like this: ain't nothing hard if you put your mind to it. You can do anything. You can do really anything for real. So,
True.
as long as you work hard at what you want to do, you good.
I mean, I don't know how I work it, but
you didn't even do an intro.
Oops. Okay, so for starters, I'm gonna do this first. I am 18. I'm a senior in high school, but I've been spending most of my senior in the hospital. Why? because I have sickle cell, and I know some people don't really know much about sickle cell, but that's why I want to talk about it to get people to understand what it is, and see if other people relate or got the same thing, because some people out there got it, and you may not know, but I'm gonna ask you one question, and I really feel like I know what your answer gonna be.
What's that?
When we get sick, like, and you find out we're in the hospital, how that make you feel?
I ain't gonna lie to you. It'll be like, man, y'all screwed. They like, outside of what we do here and all the other stuff. When I come here, we be chilling, having fun, doing this and that. But when I try to come and mom tell me that y'all in the hospital because of this and that, I be like, dang, man, I be wanting to come down and chill with my little sisters and brothers and whatever, It's like, but I know y'all gonna get out. Y'all gonna get out and be, stronger and better than what y'all was, like in a better condition than what y'all was. Because I know with the little sickle cell problem, it could happen in any spot of your body or whatever. Now that I know, because you had it in your back once before, you have it in your arm and all the other stuff. So yeah, so basically, man, I feel like every time something like that going on, y'all scream. Where you at now? I mean, I'm saying though, like, you just in the hospital a couple days ago, right?
Yeah.
So, how you feel about that? Like, tell me what, like, your experiences on having something like that, like.
It's not supposed to be emotion, so I'm trying to control that. But at first, it was okay. I had to deal with it. It's my life.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing I could do about it. Well, it is, but it's some things that I don't want to risk, because I'd rather live with this for the rest of my life than risk my life, actually. So, if I'm being honest.
No, be honest. Like,
it's
the whole
hard.
thing.
It's real hard. It's like.
What's the most hardest thing about it?
Well, for me, it's like going through the pain, because sometimes you don't be wanting to go to the hospital. With me, I don't like going to the hospital because it's the medications, the stuff they put you through to make you get up to walk, all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, I be trying to explain, I don't be having the energy. I be in too much pain. Sometimes the pain be in my legs, and you walk with your legs. So
yeah,
it hurts, but they still make you get up. And then sometimes you got these nurses who think with us, they assume that you come to the hospital just for medication.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one thing I have to tell my mom, like, I don't want to go, because that's what they always assume. And it's not all of them. Don't get me wrong, it's not all of them, but it's most of them. And it's hard. And now that I'm a senior, I've been spending half my time in the hospital, and it's getting worse.
So basically, with that part right now, you mentioned a lot of time out of high school. I know you plan on going to college pretty soon. How you gonna be able to deal with that while you're in college?
That's a good question. My mom, they don't want me to go to college right away, which I'm fine with that. So the first 2 years I might do at home, like try to work at home. Then if I'm okay to go off to college, I'll go off to college. But if not, then we'll have to figure something else out. But
you can do it fully online, right?
Yeah, I know, but I just wanted to get that college experience.
Okay.
Because you're gonna,
I understand what you're saying, because right now, even though I play football in college, I'm at FIU, guys. I've been there for 2 years now. But even though, I'm at FIU playing football, this and that, I still wanted to be a fully online student, because, walking from football practice to class and all the other stuff, you never know that you're going to be late. And then each time that you're late, they take off 10% from each class that you're late. So basically, what I'm saying is, like, I don't know if they do this at every college, but I know at FIU, they be like, if I'm late to this class right here or whatever, and then I got a class after that class or whatever, that whole day, if you late to each class, that's 20%. Like, say you got 2 classes right now, that's 20% taken off your grade or whatever.
20?
Yes. I don't know how it is at any other college, but I know that, yeah. And that's only with certain professors, too, so you got to think about that, too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But a little bit about me. So, basically, I grew up, I was a trouble child. I hate talking about this and all the other stuff, but I'm one of them kids that grew up without a dad. I had a father figure and all the other stuff. He stuck there and did what he did. I appreciate what he did. But my dad been gone since I was 10 months. So that's kind of been like every year from that or whatever, it's been kind of hard for me because I grew up fighting, stealing, this and that. The basics and all the other stuff. Once I got to middle school, my first year in middle school, it was around the final exam time, and this kid was like basically bothering me, and I didn't like it or whatever, so I'm telling him to stop or whatever, and he didn't. So we wound up fighting. Actually, I was little around this time. I was like skinny, 175. Yes.
You little?
Yes, I was little. The only thing I had was height. Like, I was little. I was so skinny or whatever.
I need to see a picture. Because
Yeah.
I can't believe this.
I got pictures in my phone, for real. But, yeah, so basically, he kept going, and we started fighting. We fought twice that day. So, his mom wound up pressing charges against me.
What?
Yes. I got charged with aggressive battery as a 6th grader. So I had to go through all this, the whole process.
See? I don't want to say so.
Okay, sorry guys, my little brother came back in to mess with us and all the other stuff, but we're back. But anyways, I was basically saying how, I had to do all this right here. Like his mom really pressed charges against me. And he the one started the trouble and all the other stuff. But I couldn't really do nothing about it because they said I was the most aggressive. What messed me up was because I walked away from the situation, and my friends around that time, we still cool, but I'd rather talk to them now. They was play fighting with him, and I'm walking away around that time. And I walk back around because I'm thinking about that the whole time, walking around the little gate. So I come back around and we just started fighting. That's the first time we fought that day. We just started fighting. So I stopped because they wanted up breaking it up and all that other stuff. But the funny thing about this whole fight, y'all, they caught everything I did on video. So basically, it'll make it seem like I'm in the room, and we both played a part in that. But I wound up walking away after that first fight. So I'm going inside the gate to play basketball because we have an indoor court and we have an outdoor court in middle school, right there where I'm from, Boca, Florida. I go inside the gate to play basketball. He comes in there and he pushed me. So I was like, bro, you push me again, we won't want to fight again. So he did it again, and we started fighting again. This time, I ain't want nobody touching me or whatever, because I'm like, he coming in, now he looking for trouble or whatever. So now, this is what's going to happen, and I don't care, yeah. So the fight is over with now. Now we got to go to this thing called student services. We go up there, and the principal and all the stuff, the school police was calling my mom, telling my mom she had 5 minutes to come up to the school, or they were gonna put me in handcuffs and take me to the jail and she'll have to come pick me up from there. I don't think they was gonna actually book me because I was like so young or whatever. I was only 12 years old.
12? Hold on. You got charged with battery assault?
As a 12-year-old, yes. Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
I promise you. I was 12 years old.
That's some ridiculous stuff.
I mean,
12 though?
Yeah.
12?
Yeah. I was.
What the?
They said I was the most aggressive dude, which I don't understand. And they tried to flip around the story because they was like, you know, he said like inappropriate things about the kid and all the other stuff. I'm not gonna really talk about that because it's going on my channel. Which I didn't, because the only thing I said was, you know, if you do this and do that again, we're gonna wind up fighting. They say I drugged the man around the court. I'm like, I did what? Like, I'm not even that strong to be doing that.
Didn't you say he was little?
I was so little.
Bro.
Me and him was about the same size.
Bro.
It's just that I had height on him. That's all. And I was barely so tall. I was, like, you know, shorter than what I am now. But like, I don't know. But yeah, had to go through that or whatever. After I found out that his mom pressed charges, I had to do, yes, I had to do jury duty. I had to write a whole apology letter to him and his parent. What else I had to do around that time? I forgot. I forgot what I had to do around that time. But what really made me mad was because around this time, my mom basically was like, you know, she was calling people, letting them know what was going on around the time. And at that time, I didn't want anybody knowing what I did, even though they was gonna find out anyways. So, you know, she was crying and all the other stuff. And that's the only thing that was like, you know, messing me up. Cause I'm like saying my mom would cry in front of me.
Right.
And especially because of what I done did. Like, you know, yeah. But, you know, it had to go through all that. I do remember now. I had to do anger management classes for, I think, 2 weeks, maybe 3. Yeah. So I had to leave school every day for almost the rest of the year to do around, like, it was like at 12 o'clock every Monday. It was somewhere in the beginning of the week. I had to leave school around 12 o'clock and make it over there to the little court thing to do anger management classes and all the other stuff. And the lady was basically asking me what was the reason of me doing that and all the other stuff, so I had to explain. And after like 2 weeks, she finally like let me know that all the charges and stuff was going to be dropped if I do this and that, you know, yeah. After that, I was still getting in trouble in school, but that calmed down. So I was like, you know, I gotta take something serious or whatever, because if I keep going down the road that I'm going down, then I'm gonna end up in, I hate talking about this, talking like this, but I'm gonna end up in somebody's cemetery or somebody's prison or something. And that, both of those places I do not want to be in, because I know the type of hurt that I put my family or myself into, like, you know, me not being around them and all the other stuff. I know that could cause, you know, pain on people and all the other stuff. So I really don't want to put that through, like, putting them through that. So I was like, man, it's time for me to start taking something serious. And football was the thing. I was playing football ever since I was like the jitterbug and all that other stuff. So I wasn't really like caring about it though. But after I did that or whatever, I said, man, I'm finna do this. And if this don't work out, then I don't know what I'll do, you know, probably go off to school and do this and do that, whatever. I want to say my 8th grade year, 2 years later, I wound up getting a 3.0, my first 3.0 ever. And on one of my report cards, I think it was my last report card. And yeah. So I was like, you know, if I could do it now, I could do that all the way throughout high school. So I get in 9th grade, get my first, I had like a 2.5, maybe 2.6. Yeah, cumulative was up there. Like, from there on out, 13 out of 16 report cards, I had an honor roll.
good.
Yeah,
That's
my
real
junior
good.
year in high school, I wound up getting a full-ride scholarship from FIU with football, academics, and all the other stuff. So basically, if you know, got dreams of playing football, basketball,
Any sport?
any sport that you want to play, even if you in a band or whatever, you know, any activities that you do in the school, take it serious because at the end of the day, somebody looking up to you. So basically, it's like I know little kids around here looking up to me right now. Like my little god brother, he'll look up to me and say, I want to be like Big Bro or whatever. I tell him all the time, nah, you don't want to be like me. You want to be better than me because if you want to be like me, you got to go through everything that I don't went through, and I'm pretty sure you don't want to do that. So, you know I got kids out here watching me doing this and that, and then whatever I do, they're gonna feel like it's okay to do. So if I'm out here stealing, doing this and that, fighting around them, they're gonna feel like it's okay to do it because basically I'm a role model to them. So all I really gotta do is like show them that it's not okay to do this, it's not okay to do that. Like I wanted to do a mentorship thing and like talk to young kids that's getting in trouble and all the other stuff. Yeah, and like basically try to keep them out of trouble. You know,
Somebody need to do that though.
Yeah, I've been talking to a lot of people about it. Like this month right here, I was supposed to go to the high school, Polk High School, to go talk to a couple classes about what and what not to do in life in order for you to succeed, go off to college, make your family proud, be one of the first ones in your mom's house to get a 4-year degree or whatever, because that's what I'm trying to do right now. My sister was in college. She did 2 years at Palm Beach State and stuff like that. She got her 2-year degree. But right now, as I mentioned before, I'm a sophomore in college. And I'm really trying to get down with all my years so I can get my 4-year degree. I have my bachelor's instead of an AA. I don't really want an AA because that's like, I'm not trying to make it seem like that's bad or whatever, but one step higher ain't so bad. So in order for me to do that, I just gotta keep my grades up in college and work hard for what I want to do. So happened if football the way, then I go to the NFL, try out for the NFL. But as I say before, I have multiple other things that I can do outside of football. Like I own my own business. I do edits. You can follow me on Instagram at Kman Edits. I just started photography and all that other stuff. So, I'm learning how to make money outside of football based on like the name, image, and likeness thing that they just released for the college athletes and stuff like that. Cause around before this year, they was basically telling us that we can't make money off using our names on any social media platforms and stuff like that. So I had to use a cover up name like Caveman Edits. Yeah, that's basically yeah.
Let me just say, it's kind of awkward because I'm not used to this. But details, stories, get it all.
Yeah.
So you'll be making more videos like vlogs.
Of course, yeah. See, now that I know that I could really sit down in front of a camera without being so shy and all that other stuff.
I'm trying.
I'm trying. What? And it's classes in college for that too. Cause I do public speaking. I did public speaking. I'm in advanced public speaking right now. So it's basically it's teaching you how to talk fluently and all the other stuff. So you're gonna learn how to talk in front of people, even though it's just me and you right now. We talking to a crowd right now because this obviously gonna go on YouTube and all that other stuff. So basically, I'm letting them know, yeah, that'll be my way of public speaking.
Honestly, I need to do something like that because I do not like public speaking. even when I'm in the hospital, I don't like talking to people. It be so awkward. This is awkward because I'm not, even though it's like I'm talking to a camera, but y'all gonna see this, and it's weird to me.
I mean, of course, it's gonna be weird if you rather like record yourself and do this and that, you know.
I mean, yeah, that's something you gotta get used to. But are you used to that? You know,
I'm not. Believe it or not, I'm not used to this too. We've been talking for 13 minutes and 20 seconds right now.
Plus more.
Yeah.
Plus more.
Yeah. But you know, like man, like I said, man, it's like you just gotta get used to it. Like you talking to a crowd right now. So basically, you nervous right now. I bet you are.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like, you know, once you get that nerve out of you and you start talking about you and this and that, like how you were so confident in talking about yourself earlier with how, you know, you go through the single cell, how you doing in high school, you know, stuff like that. That helps.
Let me just say how since I've been out of school, I am going back to school next week, but my mental health has been all over the place, and I never like go through stuff like that. This is the first time, but I didn't really tell nobody, cause I didn't want to make a big deal. I didn't know what was going on with me. I still don't. If I'm being honest, I still don't. The whole hospitalizing, losing people in my family, you know, just being sick constantly, missing school, missing work, like assignments, work, but it's all just, it's too much, and people don't really understand, like,
they ain't gonna understand. Look, see, let it out soon. But they ain't gonna understand where you coming from, cause most people ain't going through what you're going through.
Exactly.
So that's like, it's basically like, okay, I can't really say, oh, you know, I know how you feel. I don't know how you feel. I can only imagine how you feel, but for me to sit here and say I know how you feel, no, I don't. Cause you know, at the end of the day, I don't have sickle cell. I don't have health problems and stuff like that. You know, I may go through it in school and all the other stuff because, you know, sometimes college will have you to where college will have you to where you like, if you really ain't that strong enough and all the other stuff, it'll have you to where you depressed. Not really, I ain't gonna say depressed, but not wanting to do anything.
That's the thing. I never wanted to diagnose myself with depression. I'm not gonna say I'm depressed. It's just a lot that I'm going through that, you know, it's not right up here. You know, mentally I'm not ready to just talk about it or just let it all out. I still haven't told nobody about how I really feel.
So if you would like to, I'm not trying to force you or whatever, if you would like to talk about it. You don't have to do it on camera, because I could cut it off and then you could talk about it.
I could do it on camera, but I don't know. It's just
because remember, this going on YouTube where I have thousands and thousands of subscribers.
But you know, that's kind of a good thing though, because maybe some people out there who can help. You know, you never know.
Okay, so
talk in the comments.
If you want to talk, then
you know, advice.
If you want to talk about it, talk about it. The floor is yours.
I don't know. It's hard though.
Just let me know when you.
I don't want to get emotional.
I mean, it's okay because, you know, like you said, you can help others. Just like what I said today.
Yeah, true.
I could, whatever child looking at this video right now, they could probably sit back and say, okay, I see what he went through. I don't want to go through that. I mean, I want to play football or this and that, basketball. I want to be in the band, do this and that, like social clubs in high school, even in college. I want to do the things that he do in school, like, you know, now, not what he did in school before. So, like, you know, basically, you know, any kid that's watching this video will understand, you know, this is what I want to do, this is what I ain't going to do. I don't want to go through what they're going through and all the other stuff. So, you know, it's okay to talk about this and that. Yeah. You can limit what you talk about, but if you want to if you want to let it all out, just let it out. The floor is yours. Just let me know when you're done talking so I can, you know, give you my input.
One more thing. I never been the type to give up on myself. But it's like ever since this pandemic, I've been in the hospital a lot more than I normally am. Like, literally, twice a month, if that. And last time, I think, what month? In December?
Yeah.
I was in the hospital on Thanksgiving. I was in the hospital for my spirit week. Back. It's just back to back. I've been missing a lot of stuff. And I still am missing a lot of stuff. Like activities at school that I don't want to miss out on. I didn't even get fitted for my cap and gown. That type of stuff. That right there, that's what really messed me up because it be in my head so bad. Like, am I gonna graduate?
Of course you
Like,
will. Actually, I'm gonna interrupt you right there, and you can start that. Of course you're going to graduate. You know, you don't want to finish 18 years of school. 12?
12.
I think it's 12. Yeah, you'll be 18 though. 18
Yeah.
years. You 18 years old. Yeah, you 18 years. That's what I tried to say or whatever.
Yeah, I know.
I done messed up. I done said this on camera.
Yeah.
But, 12 years of school, you don't want that to go all down the drain for a certificate of completion. You don't want to just get a paper. You want that diploma.
Exactly.
You want your name on the diploma and all the other stuff. Because I'm going to tell you about what I had to go through. It took me 8 tries.
You know what? You did tell me that.
Yeah, it took me 8 tries to go ahead and actually pass my, what it was, ACT? I was trying it at both of them. Like I took the SAT, the ACT, and basically I was coming up one question short on every try. So I started to give up. I was like, man, I'm finna quit football. I'm finna do this and that. Stop, basically chilling with the people who I'm hanging around. Just to make sure I could focus and pass this test. So my teacher at high school, she wound up helping me out. She used to give us the practice quizzes and stuff like that. And we'll have to underline a lot of stuff. But first, we'll have to go to the questions and read the questions out. Whatever questions lead you back to the paragraph. Yeah. Those are the ones that you do first, or it'll be like what this question mean and that that line right there or whatever, and you basically go back and read between the lines.
But wait, see, that's the thing though. That part is easy to me.
Mm-hmm.
It is the math that is not easy. I'm not a math genius. I don't like math. I never did. Not good at it. Never been.
Help is all throughout here. Like you got help in school or whatever. I know how to do math. I do need a tutor though. We're gonna cut that out. Okay. No. I mean, yeah, we can cut it out. We can cut it out.
Okay. So before we ended the video, I wanted to ask him one more question. Aww. It was about editing. What made you want to get into editing?
So basically, when I first enrolled in college back in June last year, that was the year that COVID, hit Florida and all the other stuff. So we had a certain day to where we had to enroll in college. The coaches had called my phone and said June 15th is the day that I had to come at a certain time and stuff. So we done moved in the little apartments where we got a quarantine at and all the other stuff. And we had to test for COVID. So once we did that, whatever, a night later, we'll find out whether or not we have COVID or not. I was one of those calls that I had it. So I'm like, I got bored. I had a quarantine for 2 more weeks, test 2 negatives back to back. So while I'm quarantining, I started editing my pictures, my stuff, and sending it out to a lot of people saying, how that look. If they tell me that they don't like it, I say, okay, send me something that, that you got in your phone or whatever, like a picture or a video that you want me to edit. Sorry. They started doing that, and once they started doing that, I started editing little pictures and stuff like that, you know. And they started liking them. So once that happened, I just was like, if these people like the way I'm doing this and that, I might as well go in there and start me a little business or whatever. And it turned out for the best because I started out doing like pictures and all that other stuff. I really didn't know how to do the football highlights, basketball, any other sport. But once I started, it was just like I was on the go. Like, you know, I just got better and better and better and better. It's just like basically like, you know, you playing the game. You want to get better at the game each time you play it. You don't want to just like do something and then stay average at it. No, I really didn't want to do that because if I was going to stay average, I would have stopped. But I got better at it. As I said before, y'all can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, at Caveman Edits. And, you know, that's it.
Sorry.
So, with all that being said, we would like to end this video with, you know, we out. Flex real quick, so.
I'm not doing that.
Come on, flex.
No.
Come on. So,
I got on a jacket.
you
How
bigger
free?
than me. You bigger than me.
Funny. Real funny.
Not for real.
Real funny.